All right, everyone. This is the update for like 4 days ago. Seriously, this is the one for March the 8th. And as I'm filming this, it is like 8:15 in the evening on March the 11th. And I definitely never intended to get this far behind. Yeah, I, um, honestly, the main reason being that I had a new idea for a format for these type of updates, which would make them a bit more theatrical, um, and a bit more, I don't know, production value. But I've spent quite a bit of time over the last few days experimenting with different ways of going about this, and I'm just not liking it. Um, One, takes a lot of work. B, I don't see it really aging very well. And yeah. And being unnatural and it just ended up not being worth it. Nothing that I got to the point of but I the type of thing that I would feel like posting. And definitely not something that I would feel like producing on a regular basis. So it took about 4 days for it to get it into my skull up there that this isn't going to work. And definitely not going to be sustainable. So, anyway, so that being said, this is like version 6 or something of my March 8th update. Um, because I've attempted it multiple different times, never liked the end result. And, so we're going back to the way that I was doing it before I decided to attempt to do something different. Um, because, yeah. Um, don't mess with what's already working. One of those wonderful truths in life that I don't think enough people pay attention to. One particular place that I like to spend a lot of time um, tends to have a philosophy of, hey, we found something that's not broken. Let's fix that. Anyway, so March the 8th, like 3 or 4 days ago, was my first day back from the whole thing with my dad in any working capacity whatsoever. It was a 7 to 4 shift at the store. I was scheduled as a courtesy clerk, which means bagging. And I actually did that most of the day. I had asked my boss, who honestly had reached out to me and asked me because I had shifts scheduled for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they kind of preempted me out for covered me out for Friday and Saturday. Those are those accounting office days that are really hard to fill. So to make sure that they were going to have coverage, they kind of preemptively covered me out. And when they asked me about Sunday, which again would be the day that I'm talking about in this video, I had said, I would like to give it a try. I would like to give it a try. Might be therapeutic to get away from the thinking about this whole situation, and I would like to go there and give it a shot. And so I did. Um, and you know, they after a week off, one of the very first things that ended up happening is they put me on clean the janitorial closet. Once again, this tragedy of the commons type of thing. This is the store main cleaning area where a lot of random supplies are kept, and and but and things that the entire store ends up needing for various reasons and purposes. And unfortunately, again, when I say tragedy of the commons, that is, this area belongs to everybody, so nobody really takes care of it. Therefore, this guy. Anyway, so did that, and the other cool thing about that day, though, is ended up in that one shift. I've been now in the working world for quarter of a century, 25 years I've been in the workforce. That one day, that first day back, um, I have been hugged by more people on that day than any day in my entire life. And each and every person that reached out that day, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It means more than you know, and I cannot express it enough. It's definitely not been easy, and returning to work, therapeutic. I do maintain that it was definitely therapeutic, and I'm glad I did it. And yeah, so, but I really, really, really appreciate everyone. We had employees, tons of employees from all across the store, and even a few customers that know me from here, or know me from outside the store. So, really, really heartwarming day, and yeah. So, thanks again, everyone. All right. The other thing, my notes, because again, I've been writing notes about these updates while I've been fumbling around trying to figure out how I'm going to make these look, is that Saturday night into Sunday morning was 1 hour forward. All right. And very, very common thing on Sunday was that just about everybody that you're encountering was somewhat tired and whatnot because of the time change. Now, I know that this is going to have strong that guy energy, and don't be that guy. That being said, when I was working with the cruise lines, that super fun block of about 4 years, depending on our itinerary, we averaged 2 time changes a week. 1 hour forward, 1 hour back, in the course of a week. And so, over the years that I did that, we're talking several hundred time changes. And again, not to sound like that guy, but, after all of that, this 1 a year, this 1 hour forward in March, didn't really affect me at all. So, again, I do emphasize with everybody who does get really, bent out of shape by the losing the hour of sleep. That being said, I do fully maintain that it is something that you can recover from, because folks that work on board have done it hundreds of times. So, next time change, you got this. I believe in you. Let's see. Honestly, and after that first shift back, I was feeling really energetic, so went and had a hell of a good workout that day, and yeah, very, very good. And you know what else they were doing on Sunday, here in the Portland area? They were doing the snow scam again. It might rain, or it might snow Monday night into Tuesday morning. Click on our website, watch online, it might snow, oh my god! Spoiler alert, and I'll probably give the same spoiler when I'm recording the update for 2 days later, which may even be tonight when I'm recording it. It didn't happen! And I was even paying a little bit closer attention to this one because I knew that I was going to have a teaching day on the Tuesday. But still, no. Honestly, again, this has been a complete dud of a snow winter here in the Portland metro area. I know that's disappointing to a lot of kids, but again, given that I did like 15 drives down the Mount Hood Highway in the last couple of months, I'm grateful that it wasn't. Alright, well, that brings me to the end of the update for March the 8th. I don't see any reason why I'm not going to post this one, so, ciao for now, and I will more than likely be recording again the update for the 9th, that I'm also behind on here in just a few minutes' time. Thanks for listening to the end, and ciao for now.